I got a request to go over the homework a little bit with you guys or do a review over today's lesson. I can use visual models to add two fractions with related units using the denominators 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So I am going to share a couple of the problems that are on the homework to make sure that you're doing the work correctly. First of all, the first problem is to use a tape diagram to represent each addend. Decompose one of the tape diagrams to make like units, then write the complete number sentence. So with my tape diagram, I want to remember to start with the larger unit, which is the smaller denominator. So in this case, it would be my 1/3. So I'm going to break up my tape diagram into 3 equal parts, or as equal as I can make them. And then I want to shade 1/3. So this represents my 1/3. The next step, I want to think about 3 times what is 6. I know that 3 times 2 is 6. So basically we're multiplying by 2 halves so that it equals sixths. It would end up being 2 sixths. So I can either draw a dotted line going down each of the middles to make my sixths like a tape diagram, or I can draw one line going across because that will make 2 equal parts. Either way, my 1/3 that's shaded turned into 2 sixths. Next, what I want to do is I want to actually add that 1/6. And I'm going to go fancy and make it a different color. So here's my 1/6 that I'm also shading in. So now I can add 1/6. I can see on my diagram that 3/6 are shaded, and I know 2/6 plus 1/6 is 3/6. And there's my answer. So I have a tape diagram decomposed. My like units became the sixths. I started with the thirds. And then I have a number sentence to go with it. That is the 2/6 plus 1/6 equals 3/6. Next problem, 1/2 plus 1/4. I want to, again, draw a tape diagram. And this time I'm going to start with the 1/2 because, again, it's a bigger unit. I'm going to be decomposing it. Smaller number is, or smaller denominator is what I want to start with. So I will draw my line, splitting it in half, and then I'm going to shade it in. So there's my 1/2 of the problem. Now I have to think 2 times what is 4? Since I know that 2 times 2 is 4, I need to split this into 2 equal groups. That would be one line. This time I'm going to do an area model. So one line going across splits it into 2 equal groups. So now I know my 1/2, what I started with, is equivalent to 2 fourths. Next, I want to add my 1/4. And that is equal to, let's highlight a different color, add 1/4. And now I can see that 1, 2, 3 out of 4 are shaded because 2/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4. Now you don't have to do different colors. I just did that to make it stand out on the video today. On the reverse side of your work, this is asking you to use number lines. Now, the first thing is really important. It says estimate to determine if the sum is in between 0 and 1 or 1 and 2. So with 1/3 and 1/6, I know that 1/3 is smaller than a half and 1/6 is also smaller than a half. So if I'm adding a half and less than a half and less than a half, I know it's going to be smaller than 1 whole. So that's why our number line is in between 0 and 1. Now, I don't necessarily like the way that this number line is drawn, so I'm going to demonstrate just with another number line. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Undo, draw my line. Okay, And of course, with my number lines, I have arrows on the end. My first mark is meant to be 0. And as I said, this is going to be in between 0 and 1. When you're drawing your number line, just like the tape diagram, I want to start with the smaller denominator. So I'm breaking this up into 3 equal parts. And this is when I would want to make a mark where my 1/3 belongs. So I'm going to use this circle dot. And now I've drawn my 1/3. I'm going to use different colors just to make it stand out. They use dotted lines. I don't think that's really necessary, but if you would like to use dotted lines for your sixths, you can. Going from 3 to 6, I have to think that's times 2. And so I'm going to break each of these up into 2 equal parts. That's one line in between each of the lines that are already there. So now that I'm at I should have labeled 1/3, now I can add 1/6 to it. But also I want to pay attention to the fact that 1/3, if I look at my sixths, would be 1/6, 2/6. So 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6, and I can add that 1/6 from the problem to it to see that equals 3/6. And I also see that on the number line, 0, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6. And that's my ending spot. So I've drawn my number line to model it. Then I've written a complete number sentence, 2/6 plus 1/6 equals 3/6. So you don't have to do this part, starting at 0 and adding 1/3. I think starting at 1/3 is perfectly fine, but I would make that marking and show that 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6. Just my suggestion for you. For the next problem, we've got our line, 3/5 plus 7/10. I almost forgot to estimate, and this is really important that I estimate here. 3/5 I know is bigger than a half. 7/10 is also bigger than a half. So that means this line, I'm making it a little extra large because I'm going to have to start at 0. In the middle will be 1, and in the end will be 2. I want to start with my 3/5. So I'm breaking this apart into 5 equal sections. That's 4 lines. That makes 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines makes 5 parts. And I will start by labeling my 3/5. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5. Next, since I'm going from fifths to tenths, 5 times 2 is 10. So I need to split each of these in half all the way down. Now I'm in tenths. My 3/5, I can count tenths. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tenths. Now I need to show that I'm adding 7 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It ends right there. And I can do the plain addition. 6/10 plus 7/10 I know is 13 tenths. I could also check that this is the 13th number. Or I could think if this is 10 tenths, 11, 12, 13 tenths. Another option, and this is really tomorrow's lesson, is turning this into a mixed number. Because I know the whole is right here, I could start with that and count up by tenths. This would be 1 and 1/10, 2/10, 3/10. 1 and 3/10 would be my answer. So that's just a little added part when it's greater than 1. If you only do the 13/10, that is totally fine too. So I hope that this clarifies today's lesson for you. We'll be going over it in class tomorrow, so bring your